So Fanttik reached out to me and wanted me to try out their soldering iron. So what I'm going to do today is show you how to solder on your micro RC drift cars. Looks like we've got quite a few packages here. And what I'm replacing is my, I don't know, 5-6-year-old soldering iron that's got cords and decent, but it's a pain to always have it plugged in and have your cords hanging off the end. So this is completely cordless. So let's see what we got in these boxes here. Start with on the left. Looks like we've got the base to the unit here. And then the second box here, some more tools, obviously. Little baggie, looks like sponges for the iron. Lots of them. Wow, nice. Sweet. And then we have what looks like the stand that goes into that plate there. Let's see what this is. It's like, I don't know what the heck these are. This is a USB cord in here to charge it. These might be to protect your soldering iron tips, I'm not sure. And this looks like it might be the iron. Yep. Pretty cool. Temperature control on the right there. And then the final box, we have, I don't know what this is. Is this for your solder, maybe? I have no idea what this is. Let's look in the instruction manual. Comes with 4 different soldering tips. That's pretty sleek. Keeping it in there. Now that I know that those are in there, I can take this off. And then I believe this rotates. Yep, our sponge there. Okay, this is a desoldering pump. I had to look it up. I wasn't sure. I've never used one of these before. That's what all those tips are for too, for the end of this. But push it all the way in, and then as you heat up your solder, you want to remove it. As soon as it gets hot in like liquid form, you press this, and it should, in theory, suck it back up into this pump. Wow, yeah, it worked. Cool. Cleaned it right up. You can see it barely right there. Okay, the car's ready. Put some water on the sponge. I think we can just press the power button here. We gotta hold it down. All right, now it's heating up. We'll turn up our temperature to maybe 570, right in the middle there. Doesn't need to be super hot. Solder that I use just from my local hobby shop. Okay, the indicator light is green, so I think we are ready to solder. Yep. First thing we need to do is remove these solder patches. First thing we need to do is remove these wires from the old motor. So I'm just gonna put the iron on there and heat it up. And see how easily it popped right off. On there. Pretend that we're starting over with a fresh build. What you're going to want to do is pin these wires. And what I mean by that is you're going to want to put solder on the wires. The tool that can help you with this is also just helps the solder flow. So if you have raw wires here, you're going to want to put a little bit of this paste on there. Just going to do it quick, since there's already solder on these. And then what you want to do, put a little bit of solder on your iron. See, it's smoking there. And you're just going to want to paint on the solder. See, now it's all shiny on there. And then you'll want to do that to the other 3 wires as well. There, if you can see these wires here, they all have a little bit of solder on them. So I'm going to take my flux and I will put some on here. All right, I've got some flux on the pads there. Then we're going to take some solder. Show you how I do this here too. If I can get the angle. Just come up here and you touch the solder, just like that. You don't need much. And then I'm going to just tap it into those pads. There we go, that should be good. Want to make sure they're not touching each other either. And then to clean off your iron, each time you do a new solder, just bring it into your wet sponge here. and wipe it off. So now we will mount the motor into the car. Now if you're going to solder a brushless motor, you need to follow the motor wire signals. Your motor is going to be marked ABC, and then also on the ESC is going to be marked ABC. So just follow those wires and match A with A and so on. So I found the A wire here. It's a little bit harder because they're all black. Grab your iron, put a touch of solder on the tip. Not going to need much because we already put solder on the pad and on the wire. On to A here with the first one. That's all it is to it. Got A on there. Now we'll go B. I don't know if this is going to catch it, but I'm going to try and remove some solder on that A pad here. So I got the plunger locked and loaded. Wow, yeah, it worked. Cool. Cleaned it right up. You can see it see it barely right there. Wait for it to melt and then let go. Then we'll do the same for the B. Touch of solder on your iron. And then finally for the A. Same thing. Wait for the solder to melt. There you go. And you have your motor all soldered up. And then one thing, you want to make sure that your solder pads are not touching each other. So these are pretty tiny. It's hard to keep them away from each other. Okay, moment of truth. We've got the motor soldered on. Let's see if we have power. Yeah, there it goes. So just like that, you now can solder whatever you want. That's pretty much it. That's all it takes to solder. You can use these skills to change your plugs now. You can do brushed motors too, if you ever need to swap things around. Same principle with these, actually even simpler because it's only 2 wires. Change, yeah, I don't know. It's a skill that you'll really need to develop if you want to get into RC. It's extremely helpful when you need to move things around or solder on new motors, different plugs, whatever it is. But anyway, and thanks to Fanttik for sending out the soldering iron. And then I also have some of the other tools up here. You'll probably see in some of my other videos. A screwdriver and a Dremel kit. But anyway, if you liked it, if you want to see more micro RC drift content, subscribe and drop a like. Thanks for watching.